Hi, Gemini. Welcome to October. So the big news for you in October is that Mercury will be going retrograde on October 13th in your 6th house. What does that mean? Health stuff. Really pay attention to what you're eating. Really pay attention to, this may be a really good time for you to reassess your diet, reassess your physical stuff, reassess the, we're moving into winter in the northern hemisphere. So it's harder to have physical activity. Now, if you are moving into the summer time, then spend some more time outside. Allow yourself to connect with people in not such close quarters, because we all have the 6-foot social distancing. Yay! But I really feel like it's time for you to ramp up your immune system. I think this Mercury and Scorpio transit and retrograde, now it does go direct on November 3rd, and then we have a 2-week shadow period. We're currently in the pre-shadow period. So, yeah, I just think for you guys, really paying attention to your health. There's been so much change and transformation happening with you anyways, with all of this stuff that's going on in your 8th house with Capricorn. But the clear indication as we move forward through November into December is that you know what you want. There's not even a question about how you know that you are in a very deep way changing the way that you're doing things anyways. So just adding a little bit of the health stuff, the physical stuff, the creating good, healthy, loving boundaries, and paying attention to your schedule. There may be a lot of mishaps when it comes to communication, when it comes to your daily stuff, and not necessarily, you may have some problems communicating with people on an everyday sort of level. So if you have to take time off from people too, that's fine also. It's not, this is not really a time for you to stress how other people are seeing you, or stress how you're connecting, or stress anything that you say and do, is it going to trigger somebody? Is it not going to trigger? That's not that is 100% something that you shouldn't even be worrying about. If you say something that pisses somebody else off, I mean, at least you spoke your truth, right? Yeah. So, really just kind of pay attention to your health stuff that's going on. This Mars transit in Aries, I do feel like there is, I don't know, dare I say, there's a change. There's a switch up with your, with how you're seeing your friends, how you're seeing the groups that you're around. And I think that the new direction that you're taking it's kind of taking a toll on, I say that and the 4 of Swords came out. I think it's taking a toll on your energy, the direction that you're changing, because there is a need for balance. There is a need to sort of pull back from everybody else's bullshit. You don't want to deal with anybody else's bullshit anymore. And I 100% am on board with you not dealing with anybody else's bullshit anymore. I mean, if we're going to be completely, totally honest with each other, which we usually are, right? 3 of Cups. Page of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. Oh, so we had something hiding under the 4 of Swords that clearly needed to be shown. So the 4 of Swords and the Sun are hanging out together down here. And we have Justice. I love when that happens. Spirit has a little secret message. You can hear the baby in the background. It's not my baby. It's not my baby. My little Sagittarius friend. Okay. So when it comes to making decisions on the path that you want to go in and the people that you are keeping in your circle, you have to be real and honest with yourself about that right now, because creating more strife is going to break down your immune system, and your immune system needs to be on point right now. And the frustrating part of it is you are genuinely, you are people that need to be social. You're people that, you're the kind of person that loves being around other people, generally, like generally speaking. Not everybody is like that, but connecting with people in a different kind of way is sort of your bag right now. Like let that be the way that you push forward. Clearly, you need to rest. 100%. You need to take some time off. You know, it doesn't have to be a whole week, maybe a day. This October is not about rushing things, especially since this retrograde is going to be in your 6th house. Don't rush the things. Don't rush doing the things, because Libra season is not balanced. Usually Libra season brings us a little bit of balance after doing all the hard work in Virgo season, right? This Libra season is not going to be balanced. So accepting that and you're going to find more clarity when you're meditating, when you're healing, when you're resting, when you're taking a break. You will find more clarity. It will help you become more clear if you take a step back and you reassess. Okay? There's something about your group of friends that you have around you right now that I feel like there's a big question mark above your head. So let's see what this 3 of Cups is. Yeah. The desire to be around people, but also it has to be quality, right? So the Page of Cups with the 3 of Cups. There's also an apology that's looming for some of you, and I don't typically go straight to the third party situation when it comes to the 3 of Cups, but I do feel like that's going to resonate with somebody. And I think that there's an apology either coming to you or an apology that needs to go out when it comes to somebody being deceitful. And I think it's sort of a question. Scorpio, Mercury and Scorpio will bring the truth to the surface. No doubt about it. Everything is going to come out. If anybody is lying about anything, now is the season, now is the time that it's all going to come up. So, if there's a need to be around people, make sure you're around quality people. Yeah, there's some kind of earth sign that is sort of being a character at the moment. The 5 of Cups, or there's a regret with this earth sign. Either you're regretting something that happened with this earth sign, but they're not really showing up very much for you right now. So I feel like that's something that should be probably left in the past. The 5 of Cups on the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles sometimes can be the fuck boy or the fuck girl. Doesn't have to be a boy. It's just somebody that clearly is not showing, like they're sort of diminished in their energy. And so is the water sign. The water sign is diminished in their energy as well. And I think the coming together with these people can leave you wanting more. And instead of you wanting more, just give it back to yourself. I know that sounds a little cheesy, but it's true. Like, if you need more love, if you need more acceptance, whatever it is that you're craving from somebody else, that's a clear indication that you're missing it for yourself as well. The decisions you're making are coming with due time, for sure. There's definitely momentum moving forward for you. You might even be actually physically moving, but this shift is very real. And I think that you have like that, the vacillating, the 2 of Pentacles vacillating. So we have the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune on the 2 of Pentacles. So that vacillating is getting you nowhere. And I think that when you finally make a decision, no matter what decision that's going to be, it's still going to be you moving forward on your path. It's still you shifting the energy in some way. When we sit there and vacillate to make the decisions, we're not going anywhere. We're just standing in one spot. And that can be more detrimental to progress than if we actually made a decision. Whether it was quote unquote the right decision or the wrong decision doesn't actually matter at this point. It's just about making one and creating the progress from there. You see? But that Wheel of Fortune, I mean, moving forward, man, that's what this is all about. It's not about standing still anymore. It's about moving forward. And when you're tired, please take a moment. You don't have to do the most to be the most. I promise. You don't have. That was a really hard lesson. And those who are heavily ruled by Mercury have a problem with that. It's Quicksilver, right? We have the wings on our feet for a reason. Because we're always going and going and going and going and going. And when we don't take time to slow down, mistakes happen. Illnesses happen. We trip up. We slip. We fall. We create chaos when we don't take time to slow down and relax and make the decisions as they come, as they're supposed to come. So, let's see what we have here. The Two of Cups on the Four of Swords and the Sun. I had no idea this was going to turn into that kind of reading for you guys. Now, the Two of Cups doesn't have to be romantic. It could just be what kind of vibe that you want to have in your life. You want to have the soulmate vibe. You want to have that person that has their whole cup filled. Your whole cup is filled and you come together. That vibe. Clearly. And the more you sort of relax into that vibe, the more you're going to attract the person that has their cup that's already full. You don't want to be filling up somebody else's cup right now. I had to clap during that. You don't want to fill someone's cup. Fill up yours. That's the biggest thing about when it comes to wanting to be with somebody else. When you're constantly pouring yourself out and you're not getting anything back, right? So if there's an apology that needs to be had so that you can bring this person back into your life, then maybe that's what needs to happen. Either you reach out to them or they reach out to you. But if you feel like there's an apology that needs to happen, you just staying silent isn't going to be the thing that creates that conversation. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Thank you very much. And maybe they won't even understand what you're saying. But this King of Wands, so it's a fire sign. Possibly a Libra with fire in their chart, or a fire sign with Libra in their chart, or however that works for you. Could be a Leo. And I think that you're sort of waiting for this person to show up. Ooh. If it's not a Leo, it's a Cancer. And I do think that something is going to happen for you in Libra season when it comes to this person. And I think that you're going to find out some information, about building a new foundation. Right? So we have the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. So there is this foundation that you're building with this fire sign energy. And you are moving forward and you're making that shift happen. You're creating the energy within that. So when that doubt comes, Five of Swords, you have to understand, Nine of Wands, that you are creating and sabotaging yourself if you Don't relax. 10 of Swords. That Queen of Swords came out too, by the way. So we have the 5 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the 10 of Swords. Baby, whatever it is that is yours already exists, and it will be yours. So you worrying yourself and telling yourself that it doesn't even exist and you're going to have to fight for it, and oh my God, all of the things. Calm yourself. Pause. Pause. Hanged Man. Because you're only going to cause yourself more strife. Oh, come on. See, when you look at this in a different way, you can tell that the divine timing is happening. So we have the Hanged Man with the 6 of Cups and the Star and the Lover's card. There you are with the 6 of Wands. The victory is already yours. You're already at the end game. The victory is already yours. You don't even have to try. The thing is when you do try, or you try and push in a direction that has nothing to do with the direction you're supposed to be going in, that's when all of the pressure comes up. That's when all of the things happen. And trust me, Scorpio, Mercury in Scorpio is going to reveal all of the stuff that isn't working for you. It's going to create the flow for you to move forward. I mean, I'm glad that you showed up for your reading. Welcome to it. Dwelling on this past person, or dwelling on the stuff that you did in the past, or making yourself feel like you are less than who you are by dwelling on the past, is only going to create stagnancy. And you are on a path right now that is creating really big energy for yourself, and the shift that's occurring. And yes, the energy hasn't been easy, and yes, this year has been a little bit difficult, and yes, there are some things that we all wish that we could change a little bit. But I guarantee you, the more you allow yourself to focus on your path and your journey and what you're doing and being self-aware for who you are, the more things are going to open up for you. And that's the law of attraction at its finest and its best. So doubting your own power is what's going to create that downfall, right? That 10 of Swords on the 5 of Swords. That's what's going to create your downfall, is doubting yourself. Doubting that you have all the power will create your demise. And if you need to take a break from your people, and you need to take a break from the relationship, and you need to take a break from things to find some clarity so that you can go through this amazing shift into victory, take some time off. Take a little rest. I love you guys. Okay. So if you want a little bit of extra insight into your own personal situation, I have a whole bunch of Libra season specials going on. Tarot readings, Akashic record readings, which are past life and soul readings, and clearings. Reiki specials. I have astrology chart reading specials. Everything is in the description box for my website. And come join us on the memberships. The memberships are really, really fun. We hang out on Discord. We have group Reiki sessions twice a month. If you can't do like a full Reiki session for yourself, the group Reiki sessions are pretty powerful. We also do full moon and new moon rituals, mid-month love readings, daily energy updates. You're missing out if you're not hanging out with us. So I love you guys. I hope you have a really wonderful October, and I will see you really soon. Bye.